Good morning. My name is Jennifer Maples, and I am the Sustainability Program Administrator for the Aviation Department. Thank you for being here today, and I hope you find our session on living sustainable, informative, and helpful. As you heard during the welcome session this morning, sustainability is a priority for the airport and the city as a whole. The Aviation Department is committed to ensuring the Phoenix airports are future-friendly and enhance the communities we serve by placing a high emphasis on sustainability, an approach that balances economic vitality with environmental and social responsibility. And we can't do it without our business partners. Airports are often referred to as a city within a city, and it's quite true. We have an ecosystem that's laced with interdependencies, symbiotic relationships, if you will, that are necessary for our collective success, which is 100% applicable when it comes to our sustainability journey. And any good journey benefits from a roadmap. We actually developed and published our first sustainability management plan 8 years ago in 2015. So we could start capturing information on the great things we were already doing and establish SMART goals so we could focus our efforts and be more effective in living sustainable. We've since made several updates to our sustainability management plan, and we've also established a roadmap to net zero carbon by 2040, a full 10 years ahead of the rest of the industry, as you heard from our director this morning. We encourage you to visit our website at skyharbor.com to learn more. And if you stick around to the end of the session, I have an exciting announcement to share. We have a great panel of subject matter experts today. Their detailed bios are on the Summit website. And and they're each going to take a minute to introduce themselves. So with that, I'll turn it over to the panel.
Good morning, Gary Lovegren here. Work in facilities and services as a superintendent, and I get to work with the electrical, mechanical, energy management, building automation, vertical transportation teams.
I'm Knut Herman, energy management engineer here at the airport at the Aviation Department. And in that role, I'm responsible for developing energy conservation measures, as well as renewable energy projects, and also monitor day-to-day operations to ensure most efficient practices and procedures are in place.
Good morning. Hello, everyone. My name is Rusty Farnsworth. I am Supervisor 3 over at the Mechanical Group for the City of Phoenix Aviation Department. My role in sustainability is to assist in the areas of water conservation and energy reduction as it relates to mechanical systems. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Michael Hughes. I'm the Deputy Aviation Director over the Contracts and Services Division. And really, as it applies to the sustainability, as Jennifer mentioned, the director's vision for this airport is to be sustainable with major targets in the future. But from a procurement standpoint, our role, I've developed a procurement sustainability committee, and that committee is looking how we can incorporate sustainability into our procurement processes.
Thank you, Michael. All right, before we get into the panel portion, we've recently developed a video to showcase our sustainability program, and we're very excited to debut it with you here today. So with that, we'll let the video roll. Well, we hope you enjoyed the video. As you can tell, we've been quite busy, but there's still so much more to do. We have a Q&A format for this panel to talk in a little bit more detail about how we're building on some of the successes you saw in the video. We hope to have time at the end for questions from the attendees, so feel free to put your questions in the chat anytime. So with that, let's get started. All right, the first question. Well, the video provided highlights on how the Aviation Department has been living sustainable so far. I'm going to ask the panel to provide us with a little bit more detail about accomplishments to date as it comes to sustainability projects and initiatives within their areas of expertise. Rusty, let's start with you. In the desert, water conservation is critical. Tell us a little more about one of the ways we are conserving water.
Thank you, Jennifer. For the mechanical section here at Aviation, our water conservation efforts began back in 2016 at Terminal 4 Central Plant. That's one of our largest plants here at Sky Harbor. With the implementation of a water softener system, like the one shown in the video, we are saving over 10 million gallons of water each year by reducing the amount of cooling tower water lost in processing. Jennifer, sustainability is often described as the triple bottom line: people, planet, and profit. I feel the City of Phoenix and Sky Harbor not only meet these goals, but exceed them by implementing improved technology and controls that promote all three. For example, the MyOx generator installed at Terminal 4 Central Plant. This generator produces a low-grade sodium chloride solution that replaces liquid chlorine or bromine solutions. The three P's can start with people. This product increased the safety of our mechanical staff and contractors that work around these chemicals. The MyOx generator has greatly reduced the amount of harsher chemicals introduced into our cooling towers, over 13,000 pounds every year. The profit portion of it, there's a measurable decrease in the cost of water treatment as a direct result of this product. With savings in chemical treatment combined with the reduction in water usage, Sky Harbor is saving approximately $200,000 annually in Terminal 4 alone. In relation to profit, I've included a fourth goal that is very important to any business, and it is preservation of our equipment. All the measures implemented to promote sustainability have increased the longevity of our mechanical equipment. And to date, the MyOx generator and the water softener systems have been installed in all large central plants on aviation property. Thank you.
Thanks, Rusty. Wow, that's really impressive. So Gary, let's turn to you. What have we accomplished in the area of electric vehicles, or EVs, and the infrastructure necessary to support them?
Jennifer, thank you. And then Sarah, if you could put up that one slide that I have to give everyone a reference on the types of EV charging as we talk through this. Thank you. So as part of our sustainability efforts, the airport is introducing more electric vehicles to its fleet, adding charging stations, as well as working with rental car operators to install charging stations in their facilities. We currently have one Chevy Bolt here at Facilities and Services and two Chevy Bolts at our landside operation location. These vehicles are used by field staff during their daily shifts and will be used to transport staff between their job assignments around the airport and for mobile patrols. We also have two electric motorcycles for Phoenix Police Airport Bureau officers. Our fleet section has been working diligently to add additional vehicles. We've got 6 vehicles approved in supplementals for 2 Bolts and 4 Ford Lightnings. In addition, we're working on our fiscal year 23-24 fleet vehicle replacement plan, which includes 23 Ford Lightning or transit vehicles. These vehicles will go to a variety of divisions and sections within the Aviation Department. Our electrical team has been working also evaluating existing infrastructure to support these electric vehicles. We offer electric vehicle charging stations for customers in terminal garages and parking lots. Our latest addition is 22 electric vehicle charging stations in our new 24th Street Express Pay parking area. Now, to give you an idea of the numbers that we have, our EV chargers and locations, we have 36 in the public area, 14 that are revenue-based, 16 for our fleet, and 56 for employees. And to look at that chart on the levels, we have 74 that are level 1, 33 that are level 2, and 1 that's level 3, for a grand total of 108 chargers right now. The airport has also installed 40 charging stations for electric ground support equipment, EGSC, out on the airfield we used funding through FAA's Voluntary Airport Low Emissions Veil Grant. In addition to all of that, we're supporting our our partners here at the airport and supporting EV charging tenant improvements, TIs, at our rental car center, where Avis and Hertz are the main chargers right now. And they're planning to add an additional 130 chargers to make it possible to offer customers more opportunities. Thank you.
Thanks, Gary. I think we can stop sharing the slide now.
Thank you, Sarah.
Awesome. Okay, next up, Newt. Arizona is a great place to leverage solar energy. What have we done in the area of solar so far?
Yeah, thank you, Jennifer. Absolutely. Like Arizona is one of the prime spots, not only in the United States, but in the world for like solar installations. And we here in Aviation, as the video showed, had installed like 6 megawatts of on-site solar so far. That offsets about like 6% of our electric usage here at the Aviation Department. We already started in 2011 with a 5.4 megawatt power purchase agreement in two sites. At 4.1 megawatt were installed at the rental car center. That was at the time one of the largest rooftop solar installs here in Arizona. The other site is our East Economy Garage, where we installed like about 1.3 megawatts. In 2019, we added like solar covered parking because everybody likes shaded parking and everybody likes solar, right, here in Arizona. So we added that at our headquarters building, and it's offsetting about like 60% of the usage in our headquarters buildings. And we are currently in the works of installing a 210 kilowatt solar covered parking array at the Aviation Command Center. Thank you.
Thank you, Newt. Okay, so let's move on to our next question. Now that we've talked about some of the improvements we've already made to help Sky Harbor live sustainable, what's on the horizon? Michael, we haven't heard from you yet, so let's start with you. How have we incorporated sustainability into our procurement efforts, as you alluded to earlier?
Thank you, Jennifer. Now, for the department's procurement team and the legal team, providing clear, descriptive sustainability goals in our solicitation is really the first step in assisting potential offers understand aviation's commitment to sustainability and the role contractors play in helping the department achieve its sustainability goals. Now, we recently revised our solicitation sustainability language to require, rather than encourage, offers to identify their approach to sustainability and how they will prioritize sustainability in their tenant design and operations plans. So our next step is to enhance the sustainability requirement by requiring offers to provide a sustainability plan in addition to their solicitation offer that will identify their sustainability plan and how it aligns with aviation sustainability goals and assist the department meet its short, medium, and long-term sustainability goals. And we will also ask that successful offers that they identify an on-site liaison for our sustainability team to work with and for providing applicable training for staff. Thanks.
Thanks, Michael. All right, Newt, we have a big goal in front of us when it comes to renewable energy. What are we working on in solar to help us get there?
Yeah, that's correct. The city of Phoenix developed a climate action plan, and we here in Aviation, we developed like our carbon net zero roadmap. And as part of those developments, we identified goals that can help us to get to 100% renewable electricity. And one of our goals is here to achieve this by 2030. That's a big step for the Aviation Department because almost 90% of our greenhouse gas emissions come from electricity purchases, which is big for us. It's our scope 2 emissions, and we want to reduce this, and we want to achieve this by with renewable energy. So what we want to do is extend our on-site solar portfolio here at Sky Harbor and other airports like Goodyear and Deer Valley with solar covered parking. Those have two impacts. We provide shaded parking for customers and tenants and employees, as well as getting renewable electricity to our buildings. But we're also working at a greater scale on utility scale solar and try to find solutions on utility scale to help us actually achieve that goal actually by 2030. So that's an ambitious goal. We hope we will get there. We are working fast and hard on it. So I'm pretty sure we can achieve that.
Thank you, Newt. Yeah, we're not on our own. All the city departments are working collaboratively on this effort. So thank you. Gary, EVs are becoming more prevalent every day. What are we doing to keep up?
Yes, they are. Thank you, Jennifer. And that's the challenge, right? Keeping up. So some ways that we're doing this is we're participating in events like the Arizona Electric Fleet Day that happened this past Tuesday, participating in our City Electric Vehicle Steering Committee, discussing city goals and objectives with the Office of Sustainability, meeting with other municipalities and airports around the nation on their programs, providing training for our staff here as the vehicles come in for vehicle maintenance and our electrical teams, partnering with APS, our utility provider, on current and future development, increasing infrastructure, balancing substations and resiliency. And we're currently performing an EV charging study through our planning and development division that has 3 phases that will look at our existing infrastructure, create some phased implementation, and then help us establish a policy and identify priorities. Facilities internally is meeting with our fleet, electrical, and energy teams to go through our goals and objectives, some locations, installation, controlling access to those chargers depending on the location, monitoring the vehicle and charging equipment usage, and then working with our downtown Office of Sustainability on a potential RFI. We've also developed a level 2 charging matrix as we're trying to decide on what type of equipment. We've updated our design standards manual to include EV infrastructure for landside, public, private fleet, and our airside EGSC. And we're also discussing the value of a utility master plan. Thank you.
Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, utility master plan is going to be really critical in helping us plan on how we move forward to develop the infrastructure necessary to support the growing EV use. Okay, Rusty, are we finished with water treatment or is there more to do?
You know, Jennifer, that is a great question. By implementing water softener systems and MIOX generators at each of our large central plants, we've gone a long way towards maximizing our water saving potential and the reduction in water treatment chemicals. However, our central plants continue to be one of, if not the biggest consumer of water and electricity here at Aviation. As a group, we focus on finding ways to operate and maintain this equipment more efficiently. But like most businesses out there, we are faced with the challenges of aging equipment and controls. We have a rigorous maintenance plan in place that has afforded us the maximum performance we can expect. But constant advancements in technology show us more efficient ways to operate. You know, we, as the mechanical group, we work closely with Newt and Energy team to implement new controls and strategies and equipment that make these strategies work efficiently. And every year we see improvements to the way we operate as we approach our long-term goals. Recently, For example, energy and mechanical groups have partnered with ECM Technologies, let me get that right, to implement a product called ThermoClear into our HVAC systems. Now, ThermoClear is a refrigerant oil additive that decreases friction created by internal moving parts and other components within the HVAC system. We hope to see as much as 10% in energy cost savings with this product. In conclusion, sustainability is a group effort, and I can't say enough about the people I work with and the endless contributions they make towards sustainability. Thank you.
Thank you, Rusty. Okay, last question before we move to the attendee Q&A. How can current or potential business partners participate or engage in sustainability, either in conjunction with programs at the airport or on their own? Gary?
Thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, so just the use of EVs, right? That helps the cause. Just a quick example of benefits for us, replacing 2 of our Toyota Priuses with electric Chevy Bolts saves us 2,300 kilograms of CO2 annually. We'll see annual fuel savings costs of $1,192, and that doesn't include our maintenance savings. So I would say that just the use of them supports, right? I would also like to mention there is a request for information, or an RFI, in development right now with the Office of Sustainability. And that RFI will look to help us gain knowledge, interest, capabilities, qualifications of businesses to install, deploy, operate, maintain, and manage those self-service EV charging infrastructure for the public, the city fleet, and employees. This will help us understand the EV equipment, some potential service offerings and business models, and will assist us in developing our electric EV charging strategies and programs. Will help us accelerate the EV adoption and foster EV charging infrastructure, equity and accessibility and awareness. So as you're hearing from all of us, we're committed in taking an active role in decreasing greenhouse gas emissions and improving local air quality for our residents. A request for proposal may follow the RFI in development currently. And I would say finally, partnering with Aviation Department would help us achieve these goals, objectives, increasing availability and awareness of EV and charging. Thank you.
Thanks, Gary. Okay, so you heard it here. If this is your area of expertise, watch for the RFI so you can help us. All right. Let's see. Let's go to Newt.
Yeah. So like Rusty mentioned, we always like to hear about new technologies and innovations here at the Aviation Department, and especially innovations that contribute toward our sustainability goals. Not only renewable energy solutions, but also technologies that contribute to energy efficiency operations. We also like to combine this with and to improve our resilience here at the airport, because this is a very important part moving forward with the changing climate. There are new challenges ahead of us. So we want to implement solutions that make our airport more resilient, as well as more energy efficient and sustainable.
Thanks, Newt. Okay, Rusty, back to you.
Okay, that video had great information. I would say businesses that want to engage in sustainability on their own could start promoting an internal recycling program. They could use energy saving devices to include setback thermostats that automatically raise room temperature when the space is unoccupied, and low water flow devices in the restrooms. Businesses could identify other areas in their facilities that would be a good candidate for various sustainability efforts and would meet the triple bottom line: people, planet, profit. Investigate any possible federal, state initiatives, incentives, and develop a plan to accomplish those goals. There are organizations like Local First Arizona that partner with local businesses to help them achieve their goals and earn an Arizona Green Business Certificate. Maricopa County has initiatives and grants available for efforts in improving air quality. And as previously mentioned, the City of Phoenix Green Business Leader Program provides great information for local businesses. And finally, as previously mentioned, City of Phoenix and Aviation are always open to partnerships. So thank you.
Thank you, Rusty. Great advice. All right, Michael, you have the last word on this one.
All right. Thank you, Jennifer. So from a procurement perspective, aviation will assist offerers in developing their sustainability plan by providing the links in the solicitation to aviation sustainability management plan and aviation sustainability focus document. And these clearly define our sustainability plan and associated goals. So to prepare an offer should really take the time to review the sustainability language in the solicitation, along with accessing these links at the aviation's website and the sustainability management plan. But I would say prior to submittal, it's very important for offerers to be familiar with their own company's sustainability program. This will assist the offerers to align their sustainability plan submittal with aviation's sustainability management plan. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. All right. Well, this is a great time to be engaged in this program. We have the support of our city management from the top down, as we heard today. And I really appreciate all the great input and thoughts and ideas that the panel shared today. We do have some questions from the audience, so I'm going to go ahead and tee them up for you. So the first one I have here is for you, Gary. Are there any plans to upgrade the remaining lights that are not yet LED?
Yes, absolutely. That's a great question. Newt and the energy team has been working with the electrical team over the past several years to convert all existing lighting to LED. We're approximately 90% Newt converted to LED, so we definitely have an LED prioritization plan in effect, and we will be complete here shortly on that. And this is for airside and landside, inside the buildings, down the boulevards, it's everywhere.
What about Deer Valley and Goodyear?
This also, yes, good point. This also includes our Deer Valley and Goodyear airports as well. We haven't forgotten them.
I know. Thanks, Gary. Okay, the next question, it's kind of a suggestion about a Shark Tank event for entertaining concepts and initiatives from potential vendors. So I think that's a great idea, and it's something that we'll take away and consider how we might incorporate that. So thanks for whoever offered that one up. Next, it's about our, looks like some grants, some competitive supplemental discretionary grants for construction projects, kind of a long question, for airport construction projects, associated airport capital planning, noise, and sustainability. I don't know, I don't see the question because I think it cut off. So I will just say this much. Yes, we are working closely with our counterparts within the Aviation Department to monitor what grants come available and to position ourselves with shovel-ready projects on the sustainability side so that we can take advantage of these opportunities as soon as they come available. So we're very proactive in that regard in order to be able to capitalize on those opportunities. Okay, I don't see any other questions at this time. You can feel free, I'm sure it's been mentioned multiple times already, you can email them if you do have questions following today's session. I will mention, if you remember at the beginning of this session, I mentioned earlier that I had an exciting announcement to make. So drum roll, please. Okay. Coming this fall, the first phase of the long-awaited and highly anticipated Phoenix Green Business Partner Program will launch. Say that 3 times fast. With a brand new online portal to make it convenient for airlines, concessions, rental car companies, and the like to become green business partners. So the program will encourage and recognize our future-friendly businesses that voluntarily commit to implementing sustainable practices in their operations at Sky Harbor. The program focuses on reaching shared goals, which has been mentioned several times today, for conserving natural resources and improving positive social impacts, while the benefit, of course, is to also have cost savings and improved operational efficiencies. So with that, I thank you again for joining us today. Please visit the sustainability page. I'm going to one more plug at skyharbor.com for more information on our program. And we look forward to working alongside you on the journey to living sustainable. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the summit.